going to determine our top 16 racers here. Each head-to-head will be a one-race go-around between two competitors head-to-head. There will be CPU characters in the race, but the higher finisher will grab those spots. So we're going to have Sam Gage and Joanna Hermans battling for 15th and 16th. Tyler Connor and Grant Sullivan working their way for 13th and 14th. Peter Travis and Michael Poirier going at it for 11th and 12th. Anthony Sabia and Nate Cunningham working for 9th and 10th. Grayson Spear and Jeffrey Alderson for 7th and 8th. Cooper Gage and Christopher Herbst for 5th and 6th. Daniel Sparks and Ben Thompson for 3rd and 4th. And then Justin Widup and Bo Trainer Craven going at it for that top spot. Bo Trainer Craven winning that sudden death to get into the grand final in this tournament. So he's got the clutch gene, and we're going to be joined by Medfield TV General Manager Brett Poirier in a couple moments as he's going to run through kind of a calendar of upcoming events here at Medfield TV, as this is our first matchup, as 4 of these are running simultaneously. This is Sam Gage and Joanna Herman, who the winner of this will take 15th place overall. So these two were able to jump into the top 16, and they've got themselves that heavy-duty coin coming their way.
Yep, and once again on Big Blue, seems to be a popular map in this later half. And this is, right now they're going into the water section, so it's going to be a good area to catch speed, but unfortunately misses the area to land on.
And it's Pink Gold Peach currently in 2nd place, leading the way over the competitor there. As on the mic now is the head maestro. He'll be handing out the hardware in just a couple minutes. Brett Poirier, thanks for joining us here in the broadcast booth.
Yeah, absolutely. This has been a fantastic event. I've had a lot of fun putting this on. I think I was blown away by the competition. We had some awesome competition come in today. But everyone's having a good time, and I'm just happy to get people in at Medfield TV.
26 competitors on display here. Great turnout for this.
Yeah, and you know what? It was cool to see Bo, who's in the finals. He's a young kid. I kind of expected some young kids to be really good. And then you got Jacob also in the finals, which is I can't wait to see those guys. So that's going to be a lot of fun, that matchup. Definitely stay tuned for that one at the end of this tournament. But had a great turnout. And One Up Games deserves a lot of credit. I know that they pushed this event. They heard what we were doing, and they wanted to be a part of it. So big ups for One Up Games.
And now this isn't the only event coming up on the Medfield TV calendar. What else is going on here in the Communities Media Center?
Yeah, so the next big one is St. Baldrick's Day. I know that we've played some advertisements going on in the middle of these rounds. St. Baldrick's Day is one that's near and dear to my heart. If you notice that I shaved my head during that one, and in fact, in the Medfield TV promo video, I have a bald head. That's because of St. Baldrick's Day. We raised money for children's cancer research. Last year, we raised about $7,000, which was pretty awesome, the best year I've ever done. And hoping that this year here we hit somewhere around 10,000.
Been running that event for a long time now. I know back before you even went to Rhode Island College, when we kind of crossed paths, you were running it at Roger Williams, and then you brought a great event to Rhode Island College. It is one of the more fun events out there, and obviously you're raising money for a great cause as well.
Of course.
Yeah, it's been awesome. By the way, before we keep going on this, I got to tell you guys, awesome job so far in the commentator booth. You guys have been a fantastic pair. I was really happy when the two of you came out and said that you can do this event. I knew that we were going to get a good group of guys together. So this has been a fantastic announced event. So that I really wanted to say thank you guys.
McLean's been doing all the heavy lifting. He's been carrying me through the finish line of a lot of these races.
Yeah, absolutely. I was mostly talking about McLean when I was talking about that. Yeah.
I got it. I knew where you were going. Yeah. But this has been a fun afternoon, and they're finishing up the placement matches out there, and some great pieces of hardware are going to be handed out as you get a look at about, I don't know, there's about 20 of the competitors there on display as they get through kind of the first set of placement matches. We want to keep a close eye for that matchup between Justin and Bo for the championship, as there'll be some medals being given out.
Yeah, they'll be directly on camera B, on set B. So you'll actually have your 3rd and 4th place match right on that one, and then follow that up with your finals match as well. And before I step out of the booth, because I am going to head out and make sure that the tournament keeps running, What I'm going to do is I just want to pitch some of the events that we have going forward. So we have St. Baldrick's Day. Then in October, we're actually going to do a haunted house. So we're actually going to set up the entire studio as a haunted house. So obviously, you can see what we did here. You can imagine we're going to put that much effort into scaring some people. We're going to have a little kid section and then an adult section later on in the night. We're going to do a Winter Wonderland for the Christmas tree lighting that I know is a huge event in Medfield. We're so happy to be a part of it. So we're going to do a whole section for people to be able to come in and take part in that event. And then the biggest thing that we're working on, and the biggest thing I think people are excited about, is the Mike Sullivan documentary. We're calling it The Open Door Policy, the Mike Sullivan story. And obviously 44 years as town administrator. He was the longest tenured town administrator in American history, which is unbelievable. We were so lucky in Medfield to have him part of our town, and we're doing a great documentary on him. We've done 11 different interviews, 7 hours of interviews, and a ton of different footage, and that goes from his early days all the way to obviously when he his last day of retirement, which has been fantastic. So we're really excited about that as well. You guys will be hearing about that.
Good stuff all around here being done in the Communities Media Center, and anybody watching this who kind of catches the itch of wanting to help out in these events can certainly swing by. Speaking of open door policies, certainly an open door policy here at Medfield TV. He's getting pulled in a couple different directions, so he's going to go out and make sure that our final couple of races go off pretty smoothly here. As he mentioned, the championship races will be on camera B, I believe, or in Group B. Which is a little bit of a departure from what we've been doing. And then he's also going to get the awards set up because he's going to hand out those awards as well.
Yep.
So this actually looks like it's going to be Cooper Gage and Christopher Herbst on your screen there getting ready for the 5th and 6th place match. And then on group, I believe that's Group C, is the 3rd and 4th place match between Daniel Sparks and Ben Thompson, and then they're saving that final head-to-head between Justin Widdop and Bo Trainer Craven for everybody to come and watch them go head-to-head.
Oh, yeah, this is definitely going to be an interesting bunch of races here.
And these guys battling that matchup between Daniel Sparks and Ben Thompson. Both of those guys will have a medal at the end of the night, finishing in that top 4. These guys on your screen there for 5th and 6th. They will get those top 16 coins as well as the participation coin as well. Looks like we're going to see the pink Yoshi out of Chris. Is a little rock, paper, scissor.
Oh.
Scissor cuts paper. The age-old classic, the game before the game, as some would say. And we're going to go into the character select here and the pink Yoshi, which has been the standard there for Chris. And we're going to see the baby Bowser on as the opposite number there for Cooper.
Yeah. Definitely a difference where we have one cart and then one bike here, so definitely be interesting to see how that will affect their race styles.
The Hyrulean glider being used there by the pink Yoshi, down to 100cc race, and actually they're going to bump that up to 150. Everything looks pretty good. Our tournament officials going around and making sure everything is stock standard the way it needs to be. Again, this is just one race, so where they're going to decide on the track that they're going to hit. I wonder if we're going to see anything new here. Toad Harbor, one of my favorites. We'll see if they go there. Nope, they're going to go Twisted Mansion, which we have seen.
Yes. I was really hoping to see Dolphin Shoals today. That's one of my favorite courses.
Yeah, I haven't been there whatsoever so far. One of the things with the way things have gone in the stage select, but Twisted Mansion for the 2nd time, at least that I can remember, maybe the 3rd, again, draws inspiration from the GameCube game, Luigi's Mansion, one of the release games back on the GameCube many, many, many years ago. Again, GameCube might be a little before your time. Maybe you played Super Smash Brothers on there?
I was a little bit too late for the GameCube, just like a little bit too late, just missed it.
Yeah, the N64 had a little more longevity in terms of still kicking around. I still know people who have N64s. I don't know many people who have Nintendo GameCube sitting around, though I wish I kept my GameCube controllers because they were selling for a pretty penny when the Switch first came out, because that's the standard pad for Super Smash Brothers, and they were selling for like $100 on eBay, and I had 4 of them.
Yeah, I have. I got mine for Smash Bros. When the Wii U one came out, and I just have. I still have that one, so I got to keep that, so I didn't have to buy a new one. I believe it was cheaper back then, so
Yep.
I could have sold that, but I've kept mine for now.
Looks like the pink Yoshi leading the race ahead of the baby Bowser, who's in 7th, who's ghosted, and he has the boomerang to work with. It's a tough power-up. It's pretty powerful, but it takes a lot of aim and a lot of precision. There you see knocking the full-size Bowser down and jumping into 8th place.
Yeah, definitely an interesting weapon because it can hit people on the way forward and then the way back.
Yep.
So it's a very interesting item.
Can chain those stuns together to really help you move up the pack. And the pink Yoshi in first place. We're on the second lap of 3 on Twisted Mansion. This is a matchup for 5th and 6th place overall in the tournament. These guys came up just a little bit short in their groups to end up in this matchup, but still good turnouts overall for both. Oh, going for that coin and denied by the hammer is the pink Yoshi. That drops.
Oh, but he misses a blue shell, so he gets to avoid that, and
yeah,
that's pretty good.
Patient racing there, too. Waited for that blue shell to explode. Actually totally decelerated there to make sure he didn't get caught up in the fracas. 10 coins for both of the racers, 1st place and 10th place. The player 2, pink Yoshi, I believe that's Chris Herbst, currently leading the way in this matchup with Cooper Gage.
Yeah.
And it's been all the pink Yoshi. Again, still has those 10 coins, leading overall not only the one competitor that he's going against, but the rest of the computer program users.
Yeah, definitely has a good lead here.
He's going to pick up those coins, and he will clutch out 5th place with the overall win. So going out in style, just missing out on his spot in the grand final there, but taking the win. And yeah, the thumbs up for the camera. And a look over to the broadcast booth as well, as we're just over his right shoulder there. So a good finish, grabs all of those Grand Prix points that at this point don't really matter, but picks up the win over Bowser Jr. So ladies and gentlemen, there's been a lot of Mario Kart tonight. If you've been with us since about 6 o'clock, we're cresting 8:30 in the evening. We started a little bit late, but we've come down to our final head-to-head. Justin Widup and Bo Trainer Craven will go head-to-head. I believe they're just going to do one race. And at the conclusion of this race, we're going to send it into the studio as Brett Poirier, who you heard earlier on the airwaves, will present the medals to the winners. So we're going to get our championship racers into the studio there on stage B. And I think that's Bo right there.
Well, that's us.
Well, yeah, we are not racing for the championship quite yet. How do you think you'd stack up to the field, being in here all night, seeing some of the racers? You think you could have been in that top 5 or 6 range?
I would hope so. I mean, I played a lot of Mario Kart 8, so I think I probably could have. I'm a bit rusty, though, so there's always that. Some of these guys are, like, super good, so it's like, I don't even know.
Now that you've kind of got your feet a little more wet in casting, I know you've done an event before, but if Medfield were to do another tournament, would you want to do the casting again, or would you be drawn towards competing maybe?
I'll probably do the casting again. I mean, this is fun, I love watching this stuff. I'm not always the best at playing it, but watching it is always something that I enjoy. So being able to provide my input on watching it is something that I find really enjoyable. That's super cool.
I actually misspoke. This is the 3rd and 4th place matchup between Daniel Sparks and Ben Thompson. So we will see 2 more races here at Medfield. I don't think we're going to see 3 because I don't think you can tie head-to-head.
And we get to see Toad Harbor. No, is this something? This is Yoshi Circuit.
Oh, and a pause. Our first pause of the night. And we're back underway. The Metal Mario in the Koopa. I believe this was the Koopa who finished behind Justin Widup earlier on in Group A. So a pretty skilled racer and already jumps out to the lead here in second, bumps away the Waluigi to jump into first with some mushrooms to work with.
Yeah.
Good drifting here. He's going to pick up the coin, which will bump him up to 6. This is a tough section right here. These turns are very tough to drift around. Really have to get used to those. He's going to get a little speed boost off of that jump as well into his drift around the corner. The Metal Mario in 6th.
Yeah, this is always a course that's given me trouble before because that last section, it's a lot of tight turns because just they decide to shape it like Yoshi, so it's like, yeah, when you go down the spine, it's just super hard to like stay on like the course. I fall in the grass a lot because I go too fast.
Now, this has been a tough race so far for the Metal Mario of Ben Thompson, who was a sudden death race away from being in our grand final, but now sees himself battling for 3rd place. And the Koopa looking really strong, cuts the angle on that spine. This is the toughest part of the track, coming around towards the completion of lap number 2. He's going to go over that jump, going to get a little boost there as well. The Koopa looking really strong, leading the entire race. He's got 8 coins, which is good, not great. Certainly looking for those 2 more to get to that maximum speed. Good drift around the corner. On to the 3rd and final lap. Pretty solid advantage here for the Koopa. The Waluigi, who's a CPU racer, behind him. The Metal Mario making a move into 5th. We'll see what he has left in the gas tank, but not a good drift around that corner right there is really going to slow him down.
Yeah. Right now, Koopa has a big lead on everyone else, and they're on the 3rd lap. So hopefully Metal Mario is able to get an item like a bullet bill or something to help him catch up, but it might be too close. And they got about 1/4 of the racetrack left, actually.
Here's that spine part, and navigated nicely by the Koopa. And it looks like Daniel Sparks, with the sparks on his tire from drifting, will take home the 3rd place medal in front of Ben Thompson. The 1st place finish, he goes out in style as well, not only beating his opposite number, but winning the race overall. So 3rd place for Daniel, and a 4th place finish there for Ben. Ben rocking the Mario t-shirt as well.
Good job, buddy.
And closing out in 9th overall there is the Metal Mario, piloted by Ben.
Yeah.
So it looks like we're going to get our 2 final competitors going head-to-head. I heard Justin in there earlier, so I'm sure he's ready to go. We're going to see a pretty sizable age gap, I believe, between these two, between Justin and Bo. Again, going for the top spot in the group, about 8:30 in the evening. Thanks to those who have stuck with us through the live stream on YouTube. Again, go find that subscribe button, which I think I'm pointing towards it on, maybe it's over there, over that way. Sorry. But hit that subscribe button on the YouTube page, and stay tuned with everything that Medfield TV is doing. There's a lot of stuff that's going to be going up on that YouTube channel sooner rather than later. That documentary sounds great. I'm certainly going to make sure I catch some of that, because I know they put in a lot of effort getting those interviews and cutting those things together. It's going to be great.
Yeah, I think that sounds really interesting.
So here we go. We've got Justin and Bo, and it looks like they're gonna stick with their 2 characters. We've got the flower glider being used by the DK, and we've got the Isabel being used. That's Bo on the Isabel, Justin on the DK. Justin has been really strong so far in this tournament. Bo, though, nerves of steel. Not only does he win the sudden death race, but he wins the game of rock, paper, scissors. I wonder if that is for stage selection.
I believe it is. I think it's whoever wins gets to choose the stage, which can be very useful because a stage that one might find hard, the other one might find easy. So it's a very and you see Ribbon Road here.
I love it. I love it from Bo. He won. He clutched out the sudden death on Ribbon Road, and he goes right back to it in what is another sudden death game for him, looking to take home the title. So sticking with home comfort here, Ribbon Road, title on the line. We'll see who gets the clean start. You can hear a pin drop out in the studio. Both of them off the line clean. Bo jumps up into fourth, actually third now, but Justin's into third. They exchange positions, second and third overall. Red shell.
That was a nice one.
And he didn't get over. He had to get the air assistance there, missed it by only a couple pixels there. He would have been clean over that jump, and that is a big setback for the Isabel. Let's see how Bo is able to respond. He was able to use these bounces in the track earlier, and using those to his advantage. He's got the fire plant, and he used it on Justin to jump into third. Throws a couple more fireballs behind him. Justin avoiding those now. Another tough shell. The shell luck right now has been tough for the Isabel. We'll see if she tries to cut the corner. She does not, and a wrong drift there as well from Bo, so that's going to set him back. Justin moves into third on the DK.
Yeah, it's a very close race right now. It's anyone's game at this point.
What an interesting first lap there between these two. Dodging the fireballs is the Isabel. But again, that jump, that's 2 for 2. That Bo's been unable to clear that because of some bad timing on some shells. Justin goes into first, and he's using the red shell on defense. And there is a pretty big gap being opened up between these two.
But here comes
a blue shell.
Yeah. This could change things up a lot.
That's a rough spot to take that blue shell. The Isabel is in fourth now, had the star activated. Weaves his way in between the two totems there, going around the corner. In second and in fourth are our two racers. Third and final lap, Justin moves into first using that red shell on defense. The Isabel's going to pick up a power up here going around the corner. Can she get over this jump cleanly? Actually, the shell comes a little early. It's been the same part of the map every time. Using those green shells, only 2 coins, though, for the Isabel, 10 for the DK. Obstructed view, quickly gone away on the side of the Isabel, who's back in fourth. All the way in fifth now, Justin leading the way, but he's still in miniature form. We'll see if the Isabel can make up the ground here coming into the final jump. Double power up there for the DK. He's going to get the coin. He's going to use the green shell on defense. He's going to drift around the last corner. Unless anything catastrophic happens, it looks like he's going to hold on to win the tournament. And Justin Widup holds off the Isabel and holds off Bo Trainer Craven on Bo's lucky map. And dabbing there in second place is Bo. So congratulations to our 2 finalists. And our winner, Justin Widup.
Yeah, great job from everyone who participated. Everyone did a great job here.
Great sportsmanship on display there between those two. A shake of the hands and a hug as well. And I think they're going to take a second to get the camera set up for the trophy or the medal presentation there to our top 4. And I believe they're going to hand out the coins as well to the top 16. And actually, we're not going to hand out the awards. We'll throw up the results online on either the Facebook or Instagram page. We're going to bring in the GM, Brett Poirier, one more time to close out the night.
Yeah, I just wanted to thank everybody who participated. Obviously, our 2 champions it was an awesome race between the 2 of them, a lot of fun. I want to thank my staff, Audrey and Tom, who did a fantastic job. You guys don't actually see the work that they put in, but let me tell you, this took 3 days just to set up this tournament, and so we were doing that all week. Tom and Audrey in the back there, they made this whole thing happen. They were working, coordinating together. We also had a live selectment meeting going on too, so Mike Geegan, he's not a part of this broadcast, but we couldn't have done tonight without him as well. You guys, obviously, like I said before, thank you guys so much for everything that you did. 1UP Games, they absolutely killed it running our tournament. And then Ashworth Awards, everyone's talking about the awards that we're giving out today. We have the top 16 coin that everyone loves, the token that everyone got, and of course we're going to hand out some sweet medals. And I just want to say thank you to everyone who participated today. So thanks, guys. And if you're interested in sponsoring our next event, make sure you email me at brett@medfield.tv or give us a call, 508-359-8888. If you want to sponsor another event that we put on, you guys can see what we do. You can see that our events are bigger and better than everyone else, right? Thank you guys so much.
And thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time at Medfield TV. Again, a bunch of events coming up. Thank you for tuning into this broadcast. For McLean Connor, I'm Jared Ware. See you guys later. Bye. So sticking with home comfort here, Ribbon Road, title on the line. gets the clean start. You can hear a pin drop out in the studio. Both of them off the line clean. Bo jumps up into fourth, actually third now, but Justin's into third. They exchange positions, second and third. Overall, red shell. And he didn't get over. He had to get the air assistance there, missed it by only a couple pixels there. He would have been clean over that jump, and that is a big setback for the Isabel. Let's see how Bo is able to respond. He was able to use these bounces in the track earlier, and using those to his advantage. He's got the fire plant, and he used it on Justin to jump into third. Throws a couple more fireballs behind him. Justin avoiding those now. Another tough shell. The shell luck right now has been tough for the Isabel. She tries to cut the corner. She does not get a wrong grip there as well from Bo, so that's going to set him back. Justin moves into third on the DA.
Yeah, it's a very close race right now. It's anyone's game at this point.
What an interesting first lap there between these two. Dodging the fireballs is Isabel, but again, that jump, that's 2 for 2. That Bo's been unable to clear that because of some bad timing on some shells. Justin goes into first, and he's using the red shell on defense, and there is a pretty big gap being opened up between these two.
But here
but a blue shell.